This video is going to teach you how to read the schedule for a new construction home on BuilderTrend and how to send a weekly update to the client for the construction phase. So I'm in BuilderTrend. I'm logged in BuilderTrend right now. And over here is all the jobs that we have broken down by lot number. So I have found the one that I want to look at, which is New Market Lot 44, Section 1. And you know that you're under the right one when it has the client's names up here at the top. So once you're clicked on that, then you can go up to Project Management, Calendar, and that's how I got to this screen here. So there's a couple of different views of the calendar. We want to go into you can go into the week or the month. I usually go into the month. Makes it easier to read. And I compose an email and I send out the same email to everybody. I just change the data, the progress of where their house is. So in that email, I'm just going to make a Word document as a template. So I say below are the updates on your new updates for the week, your new home. Now I have been doing what happened last week and what's happening next week. So I'll do last week and then I'll do next week. Or actually this week and next week, I'm sorry, not week. So what happened this week on the house and what's happening next week. Okay, so how I find that out is here's the calendar view. So I know that I am on, today's date is the 15th. I'm sorry, today's date is the 16th. And so here is today's day. So all this stuff that's happening right here is everything that is that is on the schedule to happen. So we need to give them an update on this. Now, the things in red, these final inspections, we don't update on because the client doesn't really care about inspections. Most of them don't. But they do care about, the big things. So plumbing, electrical trim outs, building the deck, garage steps, setting of the appliances. That means that they're going to put in the appliances. And then hardwoods, they're going to sand and finish the hardwood flooring this week. That's basically what they're finishing up. So let's break it down by, first let's start with, I'm going to actually do this current one that we're, in this example, I'm going to do last week because I didn't give them an update, and then this week. So let me change that template to say last week because that's how I'm doing it for this exact. And just make sure that if you're changing this, it makes sense. So whatever date that you're sending this update, it makes sense based on what this says here. Okay, so last week, I'm going to start with, they had the plumbing trim out and electrical trim out finished. So I always want to say, like, if the, whatever it is, I want to say what happened. So electrical, and I'm going to put these all in the same, plumbing, trim out, completed. So that's done, okay? That's item number 1. Then, what else happened last week? Installing the water meter, again, client doesn't really care about that. They care about the big things. They began building the deck. They didn't finish it, so don't say that they finished. So they began building the deck and garage steps, and they set the appliances. So those are the 3 things that happened last week. So began building garage. And I believe these people don't have a deck. I think it's a patio. I can't remember. Well, we're going to put that here. And then appliances installed. So even though this says set, that means that they were put in. They were put in the actual house. So they were installed. Okay. And now I'm going down to this week. So again, this doesn't matter to the client. This is just a little screening that goes up beside your HVAC and your trash can. Nobody really cares about that. But they do care about this, which is hardwoods are getting sanded and finished, and then your irrigation system's going in, or roughing in for the irrigation system. So under, actually this would say this week because I am in the current week. Sanding and finishing. Now, you gotta watch when you say finishing hardwood floors to a client. That means like they're finished this week. That's not what it means in construction terms. So finishing means that they're actually putting the poly on and things like that. It doesn't actually mean that they will be finished this week, I don't think. Well, it looks like they will be finishing. So let's just put that on there. All right, so sanding and finishing hardwood floors. Actually, I'm going to start it with hardwood floors, sanding and finishing. So this is present tense. So, and then rough in. So that's what's happening next week, or this week. So next week when I give this, there's a lot happening, but the only things that I'm going to tell them is their after paint mirrors and shower doors, the back trim and installation of barn door, installing hardwood floors and shoe molding. Nobody cares about the mailbox. Tile backsplash in the kitchen is going in. We don't talk about the trench inspection. Carpet's going in, the fireplace stone is going in, the sheetrock is being touched up, they're fine grading the lot, and then they're laying sod and all of the landscaping next week. So next week is a big week for them. So you can kind of see once I do that, I will copy and paste this and put it in the email to the client, letting them know everything that's going on. And then at the end, I say, let us know if you have any questions. And sometimes I'll add a little, things are coming along great, or whatever, kind of little comment that I want to add, but I don't always do that. So anyway, that's how and then you send it to the clients. So that's how you read a schedule. And just know that they don't see inspections, and just think about the things that matter. So, all these things really matter to the client, but installing a mailbox or installing a water heater, like those things are fairly minor. So, all right, that's it.